my name's Jesse, and today I'm going to kind of walk you through the installation of a bifolding product from MHB. The first thing you kind of want to do after you've received your shipment is get it near the opening. Obviously you want to double check your opening. Let's do a pan around on the opening. You can see that this opening still has a little bit of work to do on it. The plywood will be in the way, but we'll get that cut out in a little bit. You just want to look over it, make sure it's not damaged. All right, after I've double checked the openings for measurements, then I've double checked the unit itself to make sure it's built according to the measurements of the shop drawings. Then I'm going to go through and take a look at all the different hardware pieces and parts that have come. Now we've got more than one product on this job, so there's intermingled parts with our bifolding parts, but we'll differentiate through those as we get going. The next thing is studying your blueprints, making sure that everything, you can see how things get put together with these shop drawings. So you can take a look at the different hardware pieces that you're going to need. So you can see on some of these non-highlighted parts that this is going to be a piece. This L angle is going to be a piece. There's going to be nuts and bolts that we need to find to do our mounting and installing of the track and these pieces. I've already located all of the parts and pieces. This is our roller off of the active sash. If you have more than 3 panels, you'll end up having more than one roller. So I've located all the parts and pieces for this. I've double checked the measurements, and now we're gonna start installing. All right, so we've located the top track. You'll see there's a slot here. That's for loading and unloading the door hardware that you can see this time. And there's some pre-drilled holes that go right there. We've located our mounting brackets. They're gonna sit on just like this. We're gonna put these on before we hang them up on the wall. So to mount those hardware brackets onto our top track, there's provided nuts, bolts, and washers. They've also provided some shims. We'll take a look at those when we're mounting the track into the opening. Okay. All right, so we've got these put on now, and it's ready to hang on the over the opening. So we just got our head track installed. We're gonna be off your shop drawings. The bottom of this head track needs to be 10 millimeters, 1 centimeter above the frame of the door unit itself. So we did all those measurements and got it leveled with a laser, pre-drilled these, installed them with a 3/8 by 4 inch lag bolt, and tightened all these. MHB will supply you with some shims that are 2 millimeter, 1 millimeter, and 1.5 millimeter. You can use those to get it exactly level where it needs to be. So we're ready to now begin installing the door frame itself. We are now setting the door up. You need to put your wheels in right here through your access slot. Put those in. We'll come back to that in a minute. Alright, so we put the door frame in, and with the wheel roller, we lined it up over this, and with a 6mm Allen wrench, you crank that up to where it's 12mm from this block to the top of your hinge. That's in the correct placement. Our first step of putting these in was getting it plumb level and square, and if you don't know how to do that, you shouldn't be putting these in the first place. So it's critical that these go in, the frame is in within a 30-second in the entire length and breadth and depth and width of the unit, because that's what allows for it to function properly, is it being plumb level and square. And industry standard is not a good standard for what you're doing with a bifold door. So we've put one piece of glass in on our bifold door. It's important to note that you need to cross block your bifold panels. So at every hinge, you want a shim set in the bottom and on the side, and then you want to leave the hinge side top free, and then up here in the upper right hand corner, catty corner from your other shims, you're gonna set shims. Alright, so we've gotten our glass in, and we're just gonna run through it really quick. This is how you want to operate these always, is starting with this panel. You're gonna unlock it, turn your handle down, swing it out all the way like this until it catches. There's a little catch up here that is on the exterior of the door that will catch. Then you're gonna take this, you're gonna grab this handle, pull in a little bit, and pull that so that it's up and releases the top and the bottom pin. And then you're just gonna push this open like so and let it roll. See how smooth that is? And then to pull it back, just bring it like this. Grab your handle, pull this in like so. Three-point lock, up, and lock it, and you're done.